What's up, everybody? Brett here. We're back today playing another awesome indie game. This time it's going to be Yes, Your Grace. You know what? The music is great, but let's turn it down just a little bit. Oh, is that too much? Hard to tell. Guys, I actually want to hear the music. The music is amazing. But Yes, Your Grace, potentially a new series on the channel. If you guys are interested, we'll have to see how this video does. Something that I watched other people play on YouTube. I promised myself a long time ago that if I saw a game that I thought that I loved, and even if potentially it doesn't do great on the channel, that I would still play it. I've let a lot of great games kind of pass me by over the last year and a half. This is not one of them. I don't want this to be one of them. This looks super fun, and I want to give you guys the quick rundown on what the Steam page says about this game, the developers, publishers, all that stuff, and then we're going to jump into a new game and explore. So, it says, Yes, Your Grace tells a tale of Davern, a medieval kingdom ruled by King Eryk. The game is set in a fictional world where monsters and arcane practices inspired by Slavic folklore are the order of the day. And that makes a lot of sense. I wonder if the music in this game is Slavic, because I can't understand the words. I hear it kind of in the background. I don't know how loud that is for you guys. Hopefully it's still audible. But it's developed by Brave at Night and published by No More Robots. Looks like it's on all platforms, and it's currently on a little bit of a sale. So if you want to save 10%, go ahead and do that. This game is very reminiscent to me of, I mean, Reigns, obviously. It's kind of a kingdom based, but it's very like resource focused. And what else? I feel like there's a couple other games that in my mind I was comparing it to, but as we get in, I'll probably think about it some more, and we'll learn about the game together. I don't have a ton of insight into this game, so we definitely will be learning together. So, Yes, Your Grace is a game of tough choices. It will be impossible to satisfy the needs of every petitioner. Sometimes your subjects will have spiteful intentions, and sometimes life will get in the way. If you simply have enough resources at the end of each week, that's good enough. Yes, Your Grace. Alright. So we're King Eryk of Davern. Click on the petitioner to call them forward, Audrey. It is time, Your Grace. Step off the throne. I had better put on the crown. And there's the crown right here. Explore the rooms to find items of interest. You can find your inventory in the lower left corner. Select an item to interact with it. Getting a bit rusty. Let's go ahead and wear it. The game is beautiful. You can leave any room by walking to the edge of the screen or by selecting the doors. Alright, so let's head out. This is a map of your castle. Click on the castle wall to go there. So whenever I first watched this, I didn't get sucked in right away. It took a minute. There's a story here, and there's a lot of like interpersonal relationships and a lot of tough choices to be made. And I hope that you guys, after watching it for a minute, you'll get sucked in too. So, Your Grace. A deserter. Found one of ours hiding in a shed. Shed? Why would you do this, Sobek? There's too many of them. We have no chance of winning. If you let him off, the rest may follow. However, our army is sparse as it is. We need every set of hands able to hold a sword, Your Grace. Our options are even the least brave soldiers are essential now, and there's no place for cowards under my banner. So, a bit of a merciful versus cruel. I like to think if I were a king, you know, it could happen. I would probably be a pretty merciful king, I think. With courage, we will defeat the enemy, no matter the odds. Let him loose, General. Go and stand for Davern. Thank you, Your Grace. Over here, Your Grace. Okay. Follow the General. Come up here onto the walls. Oh, God. Put up a white flag. Oh, hell no. Archers to attack. Sons of Davern. It looks like this might be like the more aggressive option. This perhaps. Let's see what he says. My brothers, we stood together through the worst of times. We have proved our strength in many battles, and today we will prove it again. My bravest men, I bid you fight for all you hold dear. For Davern. Oh, hell yeah. I'm not going to onomatopoeia that. You guys got it. Hell yeah. So I know that this kind of starts us off. It's a very small and succinct tutorial, which I really do appreciate. Taught us some of the mechanics. But yeah, we're going back in time 1 year earlier. 3, 2, 1. Okay, here I come. We're playing hide and seek. Lorcilla, you found me. Well done, father. You weren't even hiding. Come on now, Lorcilla. It's not often that we can do this. I told you I don't want to play. Aren't you too old for this? Lorcilla, that's no way to speak to your father. Lorcilla's a stick in the mud. Shut it, Acelia. We can see you from miles away. Just leave me be. Oh, she's sad. Let's talk to our wife. Oh, you know I'm not playing with you, darling. The sun finally came out. Let me enjoy it. The most merry thing I've ever heard. Acelia, you should have insulted your sister from across the gardens. She always has to ruin everything. She's so proud she couldn't even find a place to hide. I wasn't even trying to hide. I don't want to play. Next time you don't want to play, maybe try writing a formal announcement. Oh wait, you can't write. Of course I can, you nitwit. Cut it out, both of you. Okay. A lot of bad blood going on. She's such a dumpling. Don't call your sister a dumpling. I'm a father. I got a boy and a girl. They start acting like that, I drop the hammer. Ain't no room for that. And here's the little one. That's our youngest. No, I was doing so well. You must have cheated. Or peeked. I demand another trial of the game. Okay. How official? Maybe next time, Sadani. Okay, so we've met our 3 daughters rather, and our wife. I hate to interrupt, but your subjects will soon arrive. Alright, enough games. The throne awaits. Let's get down to business to defeat the Huns. Grevno Week 1. The petitioners will start queuing in a moment, Your Grace. We really need to shorten the visiting hours. Kind of taking stock of my surroundings here. So we've got our inventory. We're in Week 1. We've got 30 gold, 20 food or grain, 100 soldiers, I suppose, 15 happiness. We have 1 pigeon and 1 general. I don't know what the archives does, but let's go ahead and talk to our wife first. She's first in line. Can you go and speak to Lorcilla? I'm probably going to say their name 10 different ways every time. Lorcilla, my dear. I've tried talking to her, but she just won't respond. I don't know what's gotten into her recently. Maybe she will open up a bit more to you. She's probably wandering about at the wall. Of course, my sweetest. Alright, so we've got to go talk to our daughter after this. And somebody needs to get over here and sweep this plant. Convince me to have some plants here. It makes the place seem more friendly. I'm not sure if that's good or bad. Is there anything else? Can you look at the window? The river brings a lot of wildlife to the area. I enjoy the sounds of birds chirping away each morning. How can I be of service, Your Grace? Tell me about the kingdom. What would you like to know about, Your Grace? Okay. So I think he would give us more information about our resources if we asked him. That's cool. That's a great way to do it. And let's talk to this first guy here, a dungeon guard. Your Grace, I bring bad news. The recent rains have soaked through our roofs. The pantry roof has collapsed, as well as some walls of our dungeon. Only 1 cell is currently functional. We should really fix those things before they get worse. Otherwise, we'll keep losing supplies. You will see the required fixes in your weekly summary at the end of the week. Okay. So when this week is over, we'll be able to do something. Maybe to fix the dungeon. When you meet people and talk to petitioners, your advisor makes a note about the encounter in your archives. You can see the entries by clicking the archives button below. Let's check that out. Blood damages? Okay. The oldest is smart, polite, and learns quickly from her mistakes. She is 13. Our middle is adventurous and playful and doesn't care what others think about her. Okay, she learns quickly. She observes her sisters, mimicking their actions. And our queen, she's always happy to invite us. Or advise us, rather. Any people needs? Okay. Cool. I'm glad we can go in there and see that. If and when we need to. So now we've got our first peasant. Your Grace, my daughter's wedding is at hand. Congratulations. The problem is, we don't have enough gold or supplies to make a worthy feast. What will my daughter-in-laws think of our family? We want to hire a band, buy some of that fancy wine on the market. We would only need 5 gold and 5 supplies. Wow. Man, I kind of want to start off on a high note, giving people what they need. But this is one of those things that's like, man, what are you going to do for me, man? I feel like, and I'm kind of familiar with games like this, if I give him 5 gold and 5 supplies, maybe our happiness goes up, you know? Maybe there's some benefit down the road. Or maybe he just straight up scams me out of 5 gold and 5 supplies. There's no way to know with a game like this. I'm going to start off by trying to acquiesce to what I consider to be good intentions. And we'll see. We'll play it good until we get... Yeah, we got +1 happiness. We'll play it straight until we get punched in the face, you know? We can't have a marriage without the music and something to kill the thirst. Ah, yes, the thirst, the worst. We will show these peasants what a real feast looks like. Aha. So we traded a lot of supplies. Let's see. So we go into the archives. It was forged by a famous blacksmith from Gredno. The shield was. Okay. So if we go into the archives, it should say help with a wedding. So completed. Got it. And let's see what this peasant needs. Your Grace, I come here representing my village. We want to ask you for 7 gold to help us gather tools and resources required to build an inn. We could really use a new place to rest after a long day of work. Sure. Make it the best inn around. Oh, we surely will. So, we've traded a lot of our resources for happiness. What looks to be happiness. Thank you, Your Grace. Which may or may not be, you know, a resource that we actually need right now. Monsters, this peasant says. Beasts dressed in black. They came in the night. Unseen, unheard, until they arrived. They attacked the village. We heard the dreadful screams of the slain. That reminds me of 13th Warrior. If you've never seen that with Antonio Banderas, watch that movie. It's awesome. Your Grace, I beg you, you must send your men. Check what happened. Find those responsible. Tell me more. Who are they? Bright, red heads, short, but sharp fangs. Hundreds of them. Gleaming metal for their claws. We've never seen anything like this. Tell me more. Okay. My agent will check the village. The general should deal with these bandits easily. Thank you, Your Grace. And I just saw that our general left. We got an extra happiness. So now we don't have a general as a resource. But it looks like we actually completed all 3 entries. So click on the glowing flower, or at least we got that one on its way. Click on the glowing flower to advance to the next week once you're ready. Sometimes you will need to see your family members before you can advance. So I think we were supposed to go to our daughter. Pigeons always bring so much mess to the throne room. So I think to get off our throne, we just need to click on it like the game told us. And then let's leave. And go find our daughter. Blue icons indicate important matters to attend to. Green icons show optional conversations. Let's do the optional stuff first. We can go talk to Asalia. Yes, Father? Can you explain the fight in the gardens? What is the matter with you two? You and Rosulia used to be the best friends. You mean, why is she being such a big baby? This is the kind of thing I mean. She's annoying is all. Interesting. I'm trying to think of what I would say as a dad. I would probably just say y'all need to stop fighting. That's pretty much exactly what I would say. Insulting your sister won't make the situation better. She will just get more resentful as time goes by. Yeah, that's a better version of what it kind of gave me the option to say. But it's so hard, sigh. I'm sorry, Father, I won't do it again. Stay safe. Do I ever? Perhaps not. Can we leave from this direction? We cannot. Okay, let's go this way. Head out the door, and now we got another optional conversation in the dungeon. Let's go check that out. Damn it, this is worse than I thought. The recent downpours have damaged a lot of buildings, Your Grace. While we still have space for prisoners, we should focus on buildings that need more attention. I have had a scribe write a list of things that need to be fixed. You will see this in your weekly summary, Your Grace. This sounds like it's going to be costly. Yes. Okay. By all the gods, it could have been me. Your Grace, do you see what happened here? If I was in the other cell, I would have been crushed. This is a sign. The gods have forgiven my sins. I shall serve the mighty ones. I will dedicate my life to those in need. I mean, if I could get out of here, please. Why are you here again? I bumped into the innkeeper on the street and stepped on his toe. How dare you tell such falsehoods? He ordered a gallon of beer, drank it all by himself, and didn't even have the gold to pay for it. I know the innkeeper. He was pretty upset. Oh yes, I think I remember. Your Grace, I have been enlightened. I won't ever do such a stupid thing again. I will serve a higher purpose now. Just maybe let me out. I'm going to be real with you guys. I don't trust this dude at all. But like I said, I'm going to go the benevolent route until people prove me wrong. Maybe he'll show up in our direst moment of need and do something good. Or maybe he'll continue to vex us as he causes fights and problems amongst the people. You've had enough. I hope you learned your lesson. You may leave. What? Really? The gods have truly chosen me. I will go and spread their wisdom. Thank you, Your Grace. Our paths will cross again. I can feel it. Oh, great. You know what he reminds me of? The Sparrow from Game of Thrones. I feel like he's gonna, at some point, come back and try to take my kingdom through religious means? Man, that's a stretch, but a guess. A fair guess. How can I help you, Grace? I'm just looking around. Alright. Those barrels are empty. They used to store our wine. Is there anything here for me to look at? Okay. And now let's go to the castle wall to talk to our oldest daughter, I think. I'm kind of interested in just seeing what there is to, like, hover over. Generals and hunters sometimes come here to practice swordsmanship. Let's go up here. Is that a black cat? Dusty? What's up, Dusty? Oh, you can pet the cat. That's awesome. You got me, game. Alright, let's talk to our daughter. Oh, it's you. You need to stop fighting with your sister. Do you want to talk about what happened in the gardens? No. I'm fine, Father. I can see something's wrong. Why won't you talk to me? Everything's fine. Don't you have things to do? Why didn't you want to play with us? You used to find the best spots, remember? Maybe I'm not 5 anymore. This is not something I would ever say. I would never tell one of my children that the other child was being nasty. That's such a weird way to phrase that. But the question for me now, is this game one of those games where there's no such thing as a bad dialogue option and you want to go through every dialogue because it unlocks stuff later? Or is this one of those games where you really do have the option to not say something kind of douchey and potentially ruin a relationship down the road? I don't know what type of game this is. But I feel like this is the type of thing I would never say, so I'm just not going to say it. Yeah. I don't know if there's any point whatsoever in stirring, like, resentment between my own daughters. That seems very weird. And if we're done talking to people... The gate looks very old. If we're done talking to people, maybe we can end the week. Anyone with some strength could probably just barge through it. Okay. Is there not... Am I missing something? Okay, we'll just hit that. Alright, what do we got? We're low on gold, so I can't fix everything. Fix pantry roof. This is your weekly summary screen. Here you will be able to see your kingdom's weekly income and expenses. You can buy upgrades and fixes for the castle in the left section. To buy an upgrade, simply click the button with the upgrade and name, and you will see the cost added to the summary. Okay. So we lost 5 grain here, or supplies. I think we need to fix the pantry roof first. Damn. So, we're losing 1 happiness, 5 grain, and if we don't build this, we'd be... No, actually, we can do both, can't we? Let's fix the pantry roof. Boom. So, we lost 12 gold for that, but we won't be losing supplies every single week. We can fix the market stall and increase our gold gain by 2. And then we have enough to repair the theater, so we won't be taking a penalty from that. But now we're left with 0 gold, which could be rough whenever we have to deal with our peasants. Let's save and continue. Hopefully that wasn't a mistake. I saw an opportunity to fix everything, and perhaps to increase our strength for the upcoming series of weeks. But we're dead broke now. And our general looks like he's returned. Has anything changed in our environment? It doesn't look like it. Go ahead and talk to our general and see what's up. Our general has returned, so he's back like in our stores, I guess. We can use him as an option. I see 2 other options down here too. Your Grace, no sign of the monsters. We did stumble upon these bandits though. They were pillaging the village. Redhead, sharp teeth. A crest of Rodovia? I thought you could only find them in books and old manuscripts. Well, seems like we have one right here, too. Tell me, whose banner are you bearing? Is it true that you're from Rodovia? It's gotta be this guy, right? This big, huge dude. Your man is right. Rodovia is my home, and soon yours too. Ha ha ha. Why are you here? These are probably the guys that were attacking us in the opening sequence. What were you and your men doing near the village? We're just making a living. One man might call it plunder. I would call it hard work. Who's your leader? Do you have a king? Or are you just a barbaric thief? We are a free people. We don't bow to kings or lords. Bold words for someone trespassing in another country. Bold and stupid. I've heard enough. Your Grace, we can't allow barbarians to stalk our lands. Plundering and killing innocent men? There is no question that justice needs to be dealt to this one. We can execute him, we can throw him into the dungeon, or we can know my mercy. I don't know what that means. Wow, what an option. He does not sound remorseful. We can throw him into the dungeon. What the hell happens if we show him mercy? I'm very curious about that. Like I said, I'm very interested in seeing if I just play the benevolent ruler, how that goes for me. But we do have space in our dungeon. God, what happens if we show him mercy? I'm so curious. I feel like most of you guys out there are like, kill this guy. And that's, in real life, I would probably throw him into a dungeon, question the hell out of him until he couldn't give me any more information. And then based on what I found out, that dude might be executed. In this game, though, I'm just going to do it. Know my mercy. Go back to where you came from, and don't ever come back here again. Next time I won't be so generous. You might not be as foolish as I thought. I need to see Aurelia about this. Interesting. I let him go. Very interesting. What do you make of this, Audrey? Rodovians? Here? How would they get through the mountains? Why would they threaten a war? That's a lot of questions, but I need answers, Audrey. Forgive me, Your Grace, I'm just puzzled. It might be reasonable to start thinking about renewing some old treaties, talk to old friends, see who could give us a hand. With our current resources, a war would bring certain defeat. I will make some preparations. Okay. One of our daughters in the queue. And we need to talk to our wife, it said, so we'll do that after we talk to all these people. I'm here representing Bank de Florentini, Your Grace. Definitely know who those guys are. I hear that your treasury has seen better times, but I'm here to help. How does this work? How does this all work again? We understand that sometimes it's hard to be a king and we want to do our best to help. We offer quick and easy solutions to give you a surge of gold or supplies, whichever you may be in need of. Our exclusive package offers... I feel like I'm on Shark Tank. It offers 50 gold or supplies instantly available for your use. The bank only adds a small fee of 10 gold or supplies, depending on the type of loan. Okay, so that's the interest. If paid off in weekly amounts of 10... Oh, it's paid off until weekly amounts of 10 until you pay off your debt, Your Grace. We won't charge you any additional costs. Oh, last thing to note, we only do one type of loan at a time. So if you want to borrow gold, we can't lend you supplies until the first loan is repaid and vice versa. And remember, the first loan is free of charge. You just pay back what you take. Well, I don't have any gold, and there's no interest on the loan. So of course you take it, right? Later on, we'll have to consider carefully whether or not we get into debt. Because, you know, interest is interest. Paying 10 back on a 50 loan is pretty harsh. That's a pretty high interest rate. But free loan, we just take the gold. We can offer 50 gold repayable over 5 weeks. So we need to make sure that we have 10 gold at least sitting in our treasury to pay back every week. So we need to be kind of careful how we spend. I'll take it. Anything else, Your Grace? That's economy stuff 101. That's it for now. Thank you. The Bank de Florentini is always happy to help. And we've got better income now that we... What did we do? We fixed something up to get +2. Let's talk to our daughter now. +2 gold per turn or per week. I bring news, Father. Acelia sneaked out at night last week. I ran into her while she was going back to her chamber, all laughing and a little tipsy, I think. If she's our oldest and she's 13, then that means like our 12-year-old is getting drunk? That's not acceptable. She wouldn't say where she'd been, but Sadani, as thick as she is, spilled everything to me in the morning. Don't call your sister thick. Those two chit-chat all the time. They think I don't realize. Yeah, don't say that. What's the matter with you? Don't speak ill of your sister. What's got into you, Ursula? So I told you guys, I'm going to say her name different every time. Asalia sneaks out to some wedding, gets all drunk, but I'm the bad one all of a sudden? Don't snitch. I'd better talk to Asalia about this. You girls are going to drive me mad one day. Okay, so now we've got some more talking to do to our daughters. And another peasant to talk to. Your Grace, my dear son is nowhere to be found. Yes, a really daft little boy, but still he is my son. I ask you to help us find him, Your Grace. Is there a chance you could do so? Our general will try to find your son. So do we actually send our general? And 2 of these? Or is it just 2 weeks? Okay, so we don't have a general for 2 weeks. He will ask around and see if he can track your son down. I hope he's still in one piece. You have my thanks, Your Grace. So we could have done that with gold as well, which is interesting. Lord Etten here. My name is Etten. I'm the Lord of Bronca, Your Grace. I will be as straightforward as possible. Someone has kidnapped my daughter and they expect me to pay back 12 gold to get her. The thing is, I tracked them down and I know where they are keeping her. I've planned everything out. I just need your general to help me take her back. Or I could just pay the ransom. Either way, I will need your help, Your Grace. So, I don't have a general. Oh, man. I could have given the other guy 7 gold and given this guy my general, had I known. So, take the gold. We're going to help everyone, if we can. It's better to play it safe. Let's not give them a reason to harm your daughter. Yes, her safety is the most important thing. Thank you, Your Grace. I will let you know how it goes. You better. Pietro. Your Grace, I fear for my life. I think someone is trying to get me. What's going on? I think someone is following me. They want me dead. Who's they? I don't know. How would I know? I haven't done anything, right? I better be going. Weird. These pigeons always bring so much mess. Okay, let's see what we've got going on. So completed. Decided to set him free. And then stuff that we have still going on. We'll have to see how those... Yeah, we'll see how this stuff goes down over the following weeks. Let's leave here. We got to get off our throne. And let's go talk to our daughters and see what's up. We don't have anything optional. So let's go to the gardens first. And we'll talk to our daughter. Yes, Father? There was a wedding in the village. I've heard there was quite a fine wedding in the village just outside our walls. Considering the resources you spent to help them out with it, it definitely was. Huh, we could try and catch her in a lie. I wish you'd come to ask me first. I'm not angry, I just want you to be safe. Why would you be mad? Is it because I went to the market? Come on, yeah, I know, right? Come on now, I know about the wedding. No, don't tell her she... Oh my god. Everybody in this family's a snitch. Ursula told me what happened. How would she know anyway? Oh, of course, Sadani. Sadani. I'm worried about you. I wouldn't forgive myself if something happened to you. You have no need to worry, nothing will happen. Do you know what's out there? What could have happened if someone found a princess by herself in a village? All the drunkards, thugs? Nothing happened, Father. I was dressed differently. I was careful. I'm not stupid. I know what I'm doing. All I wanted was a little fun. Lorsulia said you got drunk? That's a lie. I know what I'm doing. I can take care of myself. How many times? Lorsulia. Yeah, why did you tell her that? When she turned 13, she thinks you will make her marry some fat, dumb prince and send her off to another castle. If she intends to be such a lousy rat, maybe it would be for the best. Is that why she's been acting up lately? I suppose so. It doesn't change the fact that she's just infuriating. And it doesn't change the fact that you didn't stop with the name-calling. You were confined to the castle. We have to choose one of these. No more visits to the market, I guess. That's what she alluded to. You will not be visiting the market. What am I supposed to do inside these godforsaken walls? Stupid Lorsulia, I'll teach her a lesson. Stop with the names. Damn, I don't like that. Okay, we've got lots of important stuff. Let's go talk to our wife first. Mountains painting, the gray mountains. They seem much bigger in real life than they are in this painting. We got a lot of storks here. Graceful birds. Anything else? A mirror. Damn, I look so tired, or maybe I'm just old. Really loves to knit. This fireplace is full of ash. It's quite cozy here in the evenings. Aurelia's dresser where she gets ready for the day. I wish I could have a snooze right now. I have plenty to do, though. Alright, let's talk to our wife. Darling? Foreign barbarians visited us this week. Radovians have come to Davern. One of their bandits was brought to the castle. Radovians? That can't be right. Do you think it's about our promise? It might be. What do you think? 13 years ago, we promised our unborn child's hand to a thug? Oh my god. Bayron, wasn't it? Does it matter? After 13 years, a Radovian shows up in our castle. I'll be damned. Yes. Lorsulia will soon become a woman, and we will need to find her a husband. And Bayron, the villain, will arrive to make me fulfill my promise. What got into us? How could we have promised our daughter's hand to a Radovian? With a knife to my throat, I'm not sure what else we could have done. To think our daughter will marry some barbaric thug, though. We can't let this happen, Eryk. Don't worry, we will solve this. What about the witch? It's very like Brave, Disney's Brave. Do you remember the curse? I don't even want to think about this. Let's just hope the curse is nothing but a hoax, and see how things with the thug turn out. What now? If Bayron ever shows up to claim our daughter's hand, hopefully no one will believe him. We just need to play stupid, unless he shows up with an army. Don't be silly now. How could a commoner afford an army? Even we can't. How could Radovians get to Davern? Anything seems possible at this stage. You did send the bandit to the dungeons. I thought it would be best not to stir up the hornet's nest. I let him go. What? What if they plan on breaking into our chambers? What if they kill our daughters? What if... Calm down. No one is breaking in. Bayron wants to marry our daughter, not kill her. Okay. I kind of wish I had put him in the dungeon, but we'll see. How are you holding up? I don't know. It's so unreal. Marry a prince, a lord even? Yes. But let her marry a thug? We can't do this. It will be fine. I won't let them take her away. I'll see you later. I can handle this. You stay here. Got it. Alright, and one last spot. Let's go to the castle wall. I have to imagine it's Lorsulia. I love this. This is awesome. Oh, it's you. Acelia told me what's going on. You might be feeling a bit down. I think your mother and I had started to figure it out anyway. I'm sorry we didn't realize earlier. Oh, and why is that? You're a grown-up woman now. Soon lords and knights will line up to ask for your hand. You know I'll have to choose someone, but we can't wait. Or, we can wait. I promise we won't move forward if you're not ready. It says, time will show. Goodbye. Alright, let's go pet the cat. Dusty may be the most important character in this game. Alright, are we done here? I think we're done. Okay, what do we have going on? Didn't we do this already? Yeah, so there's no additional upgrades for us to purchase. That's cool. We get a little bit of gold. Our general is getting paid. Damn, he's getting paid a lot. And we have to pay back the bank, of course. And we'll have to do that for 4 more weeks. Let's save and continue. And we're drawing pretty close to what I think is the end. We'll do 1 more week, and then we'll call it. I'm very interested to see what new stuff is going to happen. And that pigeon just flew in through the window. Let's see what's up with him. Dear Eryk, we have crossed the mountains. We will come for what was promised, for the gods have graced us with their strength. Biron, the king of Redovia. So, this guy is not a peasant. This guy is not some fool. He is apparently a king of barbarians. So they do have a king after all, and where there's a king, an army follows. What promise are they babbling about anyway? To take my daughter's hand. What? How? You never mentioned it, your grace. I didn't think I would have to keep my word. I prefer not to lie to my subordinates. We can't let barbarians seize the throne. Our treasury is low, but we can always seek allies. I will let you get on with the audits, and I'll make some preparations in the meantime. I will be in the council chamber, Your Grace. Okay. Okay, Radovian Bite. Okay. First peasant, step up. Your Grace, injustice and hunger have struck our village. Men dressed in black came and took our stock. Hardly anything left worth giving to the dogs now. I wanted to kindly ask you for 7 pieces of gold, or 5 sacks of supplies, Your Grace. That way we can at least keep our children fed. Okay, take these supplies. Feed your children well. That will be enough to keep us going for a couple of weeks. So we lost supplies, but we gained happiness. Gods favor you. And I think what we actually need to do is start leveraging our happiness and turning stuff down at some point. It's kind of like insulation against saying no to people. I come with a business proposition, Your Grace. I need 12 gold to hire men and buy resources to build a new tavern in Branca. You see, the tavern will serve as more than just a way for locals to get drunk. The village is really well positioned. It has many visitors, but they never stay for long. A new tavern will change that and will guarantee a steady income. I will share the profits once I start making money on the business. This sounds like a long-term moneymaker. That sounds good. 12 is a lot, though. Take the gold and let the business grow. Hopefully we make our money back and then some. Wonderful. You won't regret it, Your Grace. I will get right on them with the work. 8 solid tables, 13 beds. We could make a cheaper shared chamber. Oh, it's going to work well. Okay, this guy's got big dreams. He sold me. I have a business is the achievement we just unlocked. I don't know if you guys can see that in the bottom right. But the last peasant here. Your Grace, a disease is crawling in our village. It's nothing serious, I don't think, but fevers and sneezes are all over the place. It appeared out of nowhere, as if a dark force brought it upon us. We can give him 5 supplies, or 7 supplies, rather. Wow. Okay, so I can tell him no, I can cheapen out. I mean, while we have the gold, let's be benevolent. Give them out in your village. We'll give them the supplies. Make sure everyone has access to what they need. Thank you, Your Grace. We are beyond content. I hope that the spirits will keep you well. I mean, I'm cool with that. At some point, I think our generosity is going to start paying back. But it might take a while. So let's finish up this week, see what's going on. There's supposedly a council chamber. Okay. So we've got the gardens here. I'm sure all this other stuff will unlock. A dungeon, a bedchamber, a castle wall. Nothing useful in here, just a pile of rubbish. Deer antlers, food, the biggest deer in Tavern, a tapestry. Aurelia made these. This one shows a stork. It's our house emblem. A globe. I bought it on the market. I'm not sure how accurate it is, but it looks nice. Bookshelf. Just books. Plenty of them. A bear rug. Okay, let's go talk to our daughter first. Hey there. Huh, what do we call her? Silly pickle? Pumpkin? Pumpkin. Pumpkin. That's new. I like it. Your Grace. Hey there, little one. We got another achievement. You shouldn't be playing here. Sadani, I always tell you not to play in here, but this is my most cherished place in the Cass Fortress. She has a little bit of a stutter, maybe. She's super cute. Oh, you have the most finest items here, Father. Please let me stay. I won't break anything, I promise. I would let my daughter stay. As long as she wasn't in the way. We might be talking some war soon, but she can stay. Fine, you can stay. As long as you don't damage anything. Oh yes, thank you, Father, Your Grace. Let's see what else is here. Okay. Your Grace, I appointed a scout. He will let us know what we're up against. Meanwhile, we should invite King Talus. He might be able to help us. Alright, click on the so we got a new tab. To view potential allies. We can talk to the nearby lords. But first I would suggest inviting Talus. Here you can view details of each of your potential allies. You need to have a pigeon available in order to send an invite. So we do have a pigeon. He has no gold or grain to offer, but he has 3,000 men, it looks like. Let's invite him. Great, Talus should visit us within a week. With his army, we should be able to repel Redovia. No matter what they come with. Thank you, Audrey. When lords have news, a green icon will appear by their name. Like this one next to Lady Ada. I don't see one next to her. I see this message that shows that it's been sent. Unless I'm missing something. I don't see anything next to her. Okay. So we've sent out for help. Go ahead and leave. And that's it. And let's go ahead and roll the week. See what kind of upgrades, anything we can get. No upgrades available. We go a little bit positive here. Let us save and continue. We're going into week 4. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this. It's a new game. I'll probably make a couple episodes regardless of whether or not I get 1,000 views. It's not going to happen. But I like this game. I like this game a lot. It's a well fleshed out management game. Reigns was fun, but it was kind of boring. It was like flipping cards back and forth. This is looks like a full-fledged story. It's got, interaction that we can do. It looks like it's got tons of like mini games going on, and I'm really into that. Yeah, so hopefully you guys enjoy this. I'm Brett. My channel's Goodtalk Gaming, and I'll see you guys in the next one where we'll pick up basically right here. We'll talk to Kentalis and see what's going on. All right, y'all. Take care.